Welcome back to the grind. Day 29. It's actually Monday morning when we're recording this. Wanted to spend some time with the family last night, and that's something I'm going to really talk about today and kind of what this last week looked like and what we've been up to and just an update. So today's day number 29. And as you know, we're documenting this series of growing this company to $1 million per year. And who knows, may go past that. But that's what we're doing. And this week, I just really wanted to touch on diet and what you're feeding your body and just your overall health as a business owner, right? It's so important. And I'm starting to realize this more and more how important it is to have a better diet and just overall a healthier lifestyle. I met with a dietitian this last week, and I obviously know that I need to shed some weight and I need better eating habits. And it's not like I haven't done it before. I grew up playing sports. I played sports in high school, went to the gym twice a day, 6 days a week. I know how to eat and I know how to do all those things. I think a lot of times life can get so busy that you forget that, hey, I actually need to take care of myself and I need to feed my body something good, right? Like, when you're constantly on the go, it's easy to eat out all the time. So that was kind of the trap that I had fallen into. And I've recognized that if I'm going to be the best version of myself for everybody that needs me, I do need to also eat healthy. So after meeting with the dietitian this last week, I decided, hey, Crystal, my wife, let's go grocery shopping this weekend. Let's buy healthier foods. You kind of buy stuff that you're going to enjoy. I'll buy stuff that I enjoy. And then we'll get some stuff for the kids. And, kids are a little bit more resilient, but still get them on some type of healthier track. So that's kind of how we did our grocery shopping. And I really feel like when you're making it with small goals, and this is something I talked to the dietitian about, is making small goals, right? I think as business owners, sometimes it's easy for us to make those small goals and those small wins and get us to the next and propel us to the next step, right? And it's like, I don't know why I didn't think of this, but when you're eating or trying to change your eating habit, it's the same thing, right? Well, how much water are you drinking? Okay, can you increase that by 32 ounces? Hey, if you're not doing a lot of walking right now, you're, with clients or you're behind the computer, can you walk 15 minutes a day? And you start making these small changes, then it's an easier goal to reach. And then once you reach that goal, then you can increase it from there. Because I think what happens a lot of times, and me personally have experienced this too, is you make this dramatic change all at once, and then all of a sudden it's like, it seems impossible. Like, this is never going to end. I'm not losing weight very fast. This is miserable. And so when you make these small goals, it makes it easier to win and move on to the next step to reach your ultimate goal of what you're trying to reach, right? So that was something that I was like, man, this is kind of common sense, and didn't really think about it until I talked to the dietitian this last week. So just wanted to share that little tidbit with you. And talking to the dietitian as well as a friend of mine, not only will eating better help your weight and overall health, but I do believe it's going to help with mental clarity and productivity and just the way your mind thinks and operates and all that. So really trying to move in that direction of choosing healthier eating habits, even when we do eat out. Instead of fries, choosing a salad, or choosing grilled over fried, right? So those are just small things that you can just implement throughout your day, and over time you'll start having those gradual wins. Also, another thing I wanted to touch on. So last week I had mentioned that God won't give you anything that you can't handle, right? And I believe that. But I didn't give the full context behind what I was actually saying. Crystal was actually like, you probably should explain it a little bit more of what you were actually saying, because at the end of the day, everything is possible through Christ who strengthens us, right? So yeah, you may be going through something that seems impossible, but with Christ, it is possible. And I didn't really dive into, and that's something I'm trying to work on, is communication and over communicating and really dissecting what I'm actually saying. And I think making these videos is really helping me as well with that. But I want to touch on this for just a quick second. God will allow things to come into your life that seem impossible. And the reason he does that is because he wants you to rely on him to help you get through whatever situation that is. So that's kind of what I was going into last week when I had made that comment, but I should have explained it a little bit more of like, no, God will allow things to happen in your life, but with him, you can do it. So just wanted to explain that scenario a little bit. In my head, that's what I was thinking when I had said it, but I get that it may have not come across that way. So just wanted to clarify that. Also, update on the business. We had 3 meetings on Friday. One of them was a nail salon out in Orange County. We sent out a proposal. Not sure how that one's going to play out. The second one, it seemed like a good meeting. As soon as we got on, it was kind of weird. They just were like, hey, we don't need really any marketing. Can you just give us a price for SEO, blah, blah, blah. And it was just like straight to the point, give us a price. And it was really weird. So that one's probably not going to work out. And then number 3 was, what was number 3? Anyway, we did SEO and a website rebuild for them. They wanted to add AI chatbot integration, payment integration, forms that link to email workflows, things like that. So we sent out a quote for that. It was for a fencing company. And I think we could really, really help this company. So hoping that one works out. We sent out the proposal on Friday, like an hour after the meeting that Owen had with them. And he's going to follow up with them today, actually. So expecting for that one. And then he also has a meeting with another company today at 5:30. So praying and hoping that one goes well as well. Overall, starting to get some leads coming in. We're going to start running some Facebook ads here soon. We were just getting some things dialed in on our end as far as the business side goes. But we're almost a month in. And yeah, we haven't grown, but we also haven't lost any. And I think during this just first month, have learned so much. And now we're really working on changing the eating habits and things like that. I think a lot of times we can get stuck in like, man, the business isn't growing, but we forget all the things that we're learning along the way that is going to help us and propel us to the next level. And it goes back to what I was talking about earlier of you are literally making these small goals, and each small goal is a step closer to the ultimate bigger goal. And we lose sight of that when we're in the day-to-day and man, we're a month in, don't see any progress. 2 months in, don't see a lot of progress. 3 months in, don't see a lot of progress. But 5 years from now, those small goals will add up to something bigger and greater, right? And so it's just staying consistent, staying productive, and just keep putting in the work every day. It's so easy for us to get distracted and see a shiny object. And basically what I'm saying when I say that is, oh, there's this new opportunity over here. Let's go ahead and see what that one's about. And then that one starts getting a little tough, and then we go to the next one. And I've done that before as well. So I'm guilty of that myself. But it's learning to stay motivated, consistent, productive, and disciplined in the aspect of, hey, you got to keep pushing forward. Even when it's tough, you got to push over where it's tough, because on the other side is greatness. And so even when it does feel like, man, this just isn't working out, you have to push over that. And I'm learning each and every day how to do that better and better. So like I was saying, you just keep learning over time how to handle these situations and push through them. And today we actually have a business network meeting. So there we're going to be, is a bunch of businesses. We're going to meet up, hang out, just chatter and network and get to know other business owners in the area. And it's going to be super cool. This thing is really growing. So if you're a business owner in Southern California and would like to be a part of Club VIP, the network here in Southern California, would love to have you. Just reach out. It's going to be a super big, super awesome group, and I'm really expecting great things from it. It's fun to come alongside the people that have started it and actually one of our clients. So it's just been really cool and exciting to be a part of that and just seeing these business owners network and just make connections, and some of them already getting business from each other. So super, super excited about that. We have our grand opening, not today, but next week. So if you're interested, again, please reach out with that. Also, when I was talking to my friend this last week, I've realized how big mental health is, and just making sure you're good. You're good for your family, you're good for employees, you're good for the people that need you most, right? And I think a lot of times it can feel so selfish when we're like, man, I need to eat better. I need to worry about my mental health. I need to focus on the things I need to focus on health-wise. Be in my word, right? I need to make that time to pray. Like, sometimes it can feel selfish because it's like, man, I have a wife, I have kids, I have employees, I have a business. Like, all these things are grabbing your attention. But a lot of times the enemy will take all these great things that God's blessed you with, and he'll turn them against you, right? And he gets you busy, and then you lose sight of what's actually important, like your health, like your time with the Lord, right? So I think just making sure that you're taking the time to spend with the Lord, you're taking time to worry about, or not worry about, but focus on your health, your mental health, and the things that you need to focus on so you can be there for everybody else. If you're struggling right now, please find help, somebody that you can find in, have a circle, reach out. I can try and help you, point you in the right direction, whatever the case may be. As business owners, we're all in this together. We want to help each other out. And I don't want to see anybody feel like they can't handle the situation that they're going through, right? So I just thought that was such a big piece, because it's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of things that we just lose sight of what's actually important. And I do remember at the beginning of this video now, I do remember now, I wanted to talk about how I didn't do this video last night like I normally do on Sundays, because I wanted to spend time with the family. I wanted to spend time with Crystal. I wanted to spend time with the kids and just make that time for them. And I've tried to be more aware of doing that this last week, because I think, again, I can get so busy where it's just like so focused and I lose sight of actually the things that are important. So this week I've really tried to take time and spend it with them. And that's kind of what I did this Sunday. And I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and shoot it in the morning. It may be a little bit later, but this is more important right now. So that's kind of why I'm doing the video this morning. I'm trying to be more, what's the word I'm thinking of? I can't even think of the word right now, but, intentional. I'm trying to be more intentional with my time and what I'm doing with my time. Make work be work and family time with family time. At times it can overlap. It can get a little crisscross, but really, really trying to do my absolute best to make that intentional time is so important. And I've realized that, and I really need to step into that and honor that. God's blessed me with this amazing family, and I do need to honor that, just like my health and just like everything else, right? So yeah, I know this has been a little bit all over the place as far as the podcast or video or wherever you're watching this, but just a lot of things that are on my mind going through just operating this business and kind of where I'm navigating things. And overall, just really love and appreciate you guys, just everybody that tunes in or even watches this or takes the time to listen to this. I hope it gives you some value and helps you with whatever you're going through or helps you throughout your day. So with that, love and appreciate you guys. Happy Monday. Have a great week. And until the next video, I'll see you next time. Bye.